Good morning, Eugenetics. Once again, our hearts and prayers go to Cebu. I would like to appeal to all my 5,200 followers. If you have resources, send some to Cebu, hard hit by the earthquake, specifically Bogo and Bantayan. Eugenetics, I am trying to record this ahead of time for next Wednesdays, but since I'll be going out of town, I'm doing this today. Once again, Eugenetics, I would like to appeal to my followers. Pray and help Cebu. Okay, today's book reading is number 38. There will be two stories here. Let's start, Eugenetics. The sermon. Father Enyo celebrated Thanksgiving Mass for his 5th year in San Isidro Parish. All the town officials are in attendance except for the mayor, who called ahead of time that he would be late. And so the celebration started. Father Enyo's sermon inside that Mass centered on adultery, for it was the gospel of the day. Father Enyo said, "My parishioners, I can still remember, fresh in my mind, the first time I set foot on this parish of San Isidro, Labrador. It is as if it happened only yesterday. In fact, I can still recall the very first person who confessed to me. I will not tell you his name, but his sin was adultery." Our gospel's topic for today, adultery. All the parishioners were buzzing and whispering to each other, speculating who the first person was who confessed to Father Enyo. After the Mass, Father Enyo went with the crowd for a Thanksgiving breakfast. Suddenly, the mayor of the town arrived and excitedly ran towards Father Enyo, now surrounded with almost all his parishioners. "Father Enyo, Father Enyo," the mayor said, How fast the time flies," the mayor said. "Remember, Father Enyo, 5 years ago, I fetched you from San Pablo for your transfer here in San Isidro." Everyone was curiously listening to the bragging mayor. "Do you still remember, Father Enyo? I drove my top-down Mercedes and you waving at the crowd." And looking at the parishioners, the mayor said, "I am very proud to tell you that I was the very first person to meet Father Enyo, and I was the very first person to confess. You can imagine the faces of the parishioners. Okay, eugenetics. The other one is entitled The Long Hair. I read this story from somewhere, but I'm going to share it with you. A daddy kept nagging at his son, who had a very long hair, to have a haircut. The son never listened. One day, the son's car broke down just as he was going on a date. He went to the dad. Daddy, I have to borrow your car, please. The dad said, go and have a haircut first. The son replied, but Dad, I love my long hair. The dad replied, I know, but you are a student, my son. Go and have a haircut, and I will lend you my car. But Dad, what is the point? Even our Lord Jesus had a long hair. The dad answered, I know, my son. I know Jesus had a very long hair, longer than yours. But remember, Jesus also walked wherever he went. Eugenetics. This is an advanced reading, and the day here in Manila is good. The sun is out. And so remember Cebu. Pray and help Cebu. Ad maiorem de gloriam, for the greater glory of God. Goodbye, eugenetics. Have a good day.